As millions of working Americans with young children return to the office, the supply of affordable, quality childcare just hasn't kept up with demand. In fact, that gap has now reached crisis level.
We were just talking about this the other day. Labor Department data released this January shows the cost of childcare has risen in nearly every single state. ABC's Morgan Norwood on how daycare providers and parents are coping with this so-called childcare desert.
You've heard the old adage, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, in America, that village is shrinking. The Center for American Progress, which collected census data from public and private child care providers across the country, found more than half of Americans live in what's referred to as a child care desert, defined as areas where more than 50 children under the age of 5 have few or no child care options, where there ends up being more than 3 times as many children than licensed child care slots. We see it in both large and small states, rural and urban areas. States like California, Nevada, and Utah, West Virginia, Alabama, and New York have childcare desert rates of at least 60%. And while suburbs of Michigan may have adequate daycare access, it's a very different story for Detroit, a low-income city with a high poverty rate.
A lot of the facilities have closed because of the pandemic, and it has caused such a distress on us. So the demand is strong, but the supply is weak.
Betty Henderson runs one of the few 24-hour daycare facilities in a metro state made up of blue-collar, second, third shift, and factory workers. Angels of Essence is a lifeline for parents.
I have never, in the 22 years I've been in business, had a waiting list. And just today, 7 phone calls where I had to refer them out to other facilities because I have no room. It's stressful telling a parent no when a parent has to tell their employer they don't have childcare.
This has led to desperation among parents, regardless of their economic status. Betty feels that same desperation with grueling hours and escalating operating costs. All of this as government subsidies are set to expire.
We're getting financial assistance that was considered COVID relief funds. Those rates are going to be gone September of 2023. So we don't know what we're going to do. Sometimes I feel like it's just better to shut the doors, consider a 9-to-5. But then there's so many parents that I feel like I'll be letting down.
And when it comes to infant care, the cost can be 61% higher than for preschoolers.
The waiting lists are insane, and they're just also really expensive.
Sophia Tavatan's 8-month-old daughter Luna has been on wait lists since Sophia was 5 months pregnant.
She's currently on waiting lists for when she turns 18 months, which is next year. So if I had decided to put her in a daycare, that was probably $2,000
per month, and on a teacher's salary in Los Angeles.
I would have been working to pay for everything, and then I would have been left with hardly anything.
Sophia took a leave of absence from her job to take care of her daughter, moving back home with her dad.
You know, I'm lucky enough to have been able to survive these last months.
Oregon's community action agency Neighbor Impact believes supporting new and existing providers is key to solving the daycare disparity.
Well, in Oregon, we are a childcare desert everywhere in this state with infants and toddlers. With preschoolers, we provide wraparound services for pretty much anything a provider would need. We have people come in, they want to open a program, and there are so many barriers, they don't know what to do. There's just so little supply.
Childcare providers we spoke with say they wish lawmakers would pay closer attention to their needs.
We feel like we're the most undervalued people in the world, and we just need someone to hear us.
Let me see your lips say, oh.
You think about how expensive it is, for one child, let alone 3 kids, and you said single parents.
Yes, exactly. I hope more lawmakers are listening. Our thanks to Morgan Norwood for that amazing report.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.